Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Space for today, April 23rd, 2019. I am your host, Dr. Pamela Gay, and I am coming to you from on location in my collaborator's dining room in Tucson, Arizona. I am currently down here to do the keynote after dinner presentation at the Planetary Science Institute's annual dinner. And tomorrow evening, we will be having a get together for anyone who wants to show up right here in Tucson at Reforma, which I'm told is someplace with great beer and great salsa. And really, that's all I wanted. And by salsa, I mean not the music, I mean the food that goes on corn chips, which are my great love. So thank you. I hope you show up if you're in the area. And thank you, Mike Cassidy, for subscribing 4 months in a row. Thank you so much for that. So today is a really slow news day. It's the kind of slow news day that has me wondering if everyone is on vacation. I don't think that's the case, but I think last week everything got pushed out, and this week, well, we're basking in the glory. We do have one cool video that came in. This is coming from the Hayabusa 2 Twitter feed, as you can see. I'm just going to go ahead and play this. So what we are seeing is the explosive round slowly making its way down towards the surface of Ryugu. It will cut off before we get to see things go boom. Slowly goes the explosive. There. And that's where it cuts off. So you can tell it's still pretty high off the ground when this happens because we can't see its shadow in frame yet. But it's still pretty cool. So the surface is still half a kilometer away when they did this. And I have to thank Keeper Maps, who just waved at the chat, for letting me know that I had initially started this stream on entirely the wrong channel. So thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and replay that video. Hello, honey. So this is really our big news for the day, and that's science is going forward. We are continuing to throw things at asteroids. We are continuing to stare up at the stars. But right now we're in the processing the data rather than releasing the data stage of the data cycle. So life is good. Life is quiet. We get to recover from last week. Now, while we may not have a whole lot of awesome news today, this is not to say that there aren't amazing things coming. So in addition to the meetup that's taking place tomorrow night here in Tucson, Arizona, we will also be doing a 10-hour stream on Saturday, celebrating the 10 years of 365 days of astronomy. We have an amazing lineup of guests. We hope to be able to start sharing with you that lineup on Thursday. We're still working to finalize everything. And it will be awesome. Now, we also have other ways for you to get involved. I'm just going to remind you, we have a YouTube page. If you ever happen to miss an episode over here on Twitch, this is why we have YouTube. Go give us a follow at youtube.com/c, that's for community, /CosmoQuest. That's us. So give us a follow and you will be able to find out more. So Kerbal is saying Hayabusa had a separate tiny spacecraft to film the explosion. It did. So they wanted to protect the main Hayabusa spacecraft when they bombed Ryugu. And so they had a tiny floater that they left over the explosive site to record what occurred while they hid the main spacecraft on the other side of Ryugu. And this is one of the really amazing things about this particular robotic probe. It's basically one of those transformers from the 80s where you get all 5 of your friends together and you join forces and you form Voltron. In this case, they had different landers that went down and served different purposes. They had a fly-off camera that they used to watch as they dropped an explosive. It's kind of awesome. So that's what we have there. Now, beyond that, since it's a quiet news day, I'm going to take a whole lot of questions from you. So go ahead and type those into the chat. And please, if you can, at me, CosmoQuest X, so that I can find them quickly. Now, while you're typing those questions in, I'm going to remind all of you that we're here to put science in your brains. This channel, The Daily Space, everything we do is part of CosmoQuest. We are here to help you learn and do science. Beyond that, we are a production of the Planetary Science Institute right here in Tucson, Arizona. Tonight, I will be doing the annual dinner, and we will be live streaming it right here on twitch.tv/CosmoQuestX. So you will be able to tune in and watch me talk all about citizen science. Now, beyond the talk that I'm giving, we are also going to be doing a online auction of a 3D printed model of a comet, rather, and there will be a whole bunch of other cool stuff going on. Exact time is yet to be determined, but it will be sometime after 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. Since this is associated with a dinner, well, chaos is to be expected. Henny, I'm not sure that we have enough fuel to lift Godzilla to the moon, but I like the way you're thinking. So in addition to all those things that are coming up, I'd like to remind all of you that if you would like to join me here in Arizona and plan ahead a little bit more than this trip, in late August, we will be doing a trip departing from Tucson, Arizona, ending in Las Vegas, where you are invited to help us, well, not help us, you're invited to come with us as we explore 7 nights in first-class hotels and all sorts of exciting excursions. Yeah, so sign up today. The URL for that is astrotours.co/Starstrider. So I hope to see you there as well. Now, I'm not seeing any of you type in questions. So I'm going to call it a day and call it good and go get myself some coffee. So remember, tonight, unspecific time, sometime after 6 p.m. Pacific, we will be live streaming the Planetary Science Institute's annual dinner. You will get to hear me do a talk on citizen science. So Ed Thomas is asking, any news on Mars Mappers? We are days away from starting to relaunch our Moon Mappers projects. Herleu is frantically working to get the tutorials working. That is all that is between us and launch, is belligerent tutorials that don't want to line up. We've also been slowed down because we're doing a lot of awesome behind-the-scenes work with the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft that I'm not yet at liberty to tell you about. But when I can, it's awesome, and you'll understand. Okay, so I'm gonna take off, and I wish you all well. And wherever you are in the world, have a fabulous morning, evening, or afternoon. And remember to get outside and look up. Bye-bye.